One of the juiciest indicators for Bitcoin price action has just popped up on my radar. We're going to dig into this. Plus, MasterCard and top banks beginning to move into the actual movement of tokenized assets.
What?
All while the SEC's shenanigans in weaponizing these three-letter agencies against us all comes home to fruition. All this and more on today's Blockchain Basement. So we are the bread and butter of all the information that's been swimming across the internet for crypto news.
If you're going to screw me, at least pull my hair.
Hell yeah. What do you got?
They could start chopping off fingers. They're like, give me your seed phrase, but I don't know it.
Over 2 years, he's made like 17K on Roblox. And he's
What?
Like 12.
You never listen to me, and we must be married. Yeah, well, how much are you investing? $100.
400 to 600,000. The
think it's
generational signals are now. Now.
You're spread so thin, that's how you get in on Snake. Snake's been my biggest winner.
Oh, yes. Welcome one, welcome all to the Blockchain Basement. Oh, yeah. We got a good crew in here today. Sadly, the best dressed in the room is not on camera. Up until a few moments from now, we will be exposing who is behind the sticks once he realizes that I'm calling him out right now. Owen, show your damn face to the people. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Oh!
Look at him.
Go.
You gotta show.
Ah.
This is incredible.
Look at that.
Incredible.
In a suit. Owen in suit.
Owen in suit.
Owen with suit.
Owen with suit.
Okay.
This is a meme.
I'm going to launch it on I'm going to do Omni. I'm going to launch it on Omni.
Owen
I'll provide
with
a little
suit.
bit of liquidity.
Be like a $50 market cap in no time.
$50 market cap. No one's allowed to. We should have one coin.
Yeah.
And it's just divisible.
The opportunities are endless. There's so many room for activities out here in crypto.
We had activities yesterday.
Yeah, dude. Yesterday was absolutely amazing. And we're going to get into that. It was very soul refreshing. Just a very base thing to do. But I want to remind everybody out there in the basement, thank you very much for joining us and supporting us. And I want to remind you that this show is indeed powered by Arculus, the world's leading crypto cold storage. Easily secure, store, buy, swap, send, and receive your crypto all with a simple tap and a 3-factor authentication, keeping your assets safer than ever. So make sure you're using code BASE10 when you click the link down in the description below and take control of your finances for your damn self.
Don't be a chump.
That? Yeah, don't be a chump. Unbelievable. This is obvious.
Come on.
Yeah. Isaac came shooting with us yesterday. Not a bad shot. Not a bad shot. Yeah, it was we have some pictures here from the activities we were involved with. Once Owen is ready, let's see here. So this is from the high-ranking crypto Cabal member Nick Demondi.
Yeah.
What, you undid
I didn't
that?
take that away. Yeah,
Why?
I got shadow banned for it.
You did? Damn it, Nick. Oh my God. The Cabal member note.
Yes, when I had Cabal member in my title.
Look at this though. This thing shot like butter.
It did.
Absolutely
It was
amazing.
juicy.
It's
Beautiful.
a great reticle you have on there. It's
$80 6 hour Romeo 5. I should reach out to Sig and
it was
sponsor
really
the
nice.
channel.
It was really nice.
But yeah, it was a really nice setup. I was happy
There's
to
the
see
Mosin.
everyone
So
shooting the
cool.
Mosin. That is the shoulder cannon.
Yeah, Hannah
Back
even
to
shot it.
war.
Yeah, Hannon got it.
I was
This-
looking at like,
this
shit.
photo,
Like, I'm
oh
just
my
like,
God.
fuck.
And I'm
You
like
know,
looking out
I
the
was
ground
expecting
like-
her to maybe fall backwards. She handled it pretty well.
I look
Yep.
funny.
You
Isaac
look
shot it too.
I look funny in that.
Yeah.
I'm going
Yeah,
to
he kissed
war.
me in my arm.
You're going to war. I mean, you know, there was some responses on this one that made me laugh. We had where is this one? I got clarity here. We got to invite Jackie.
Jackie.
But
Yeah,
look
he
at this
needs to
guy.
come back. Yeah.
Psychedelic astronaut. How'd Hannah like that 30-6? God damn it. I think it's a 762 derivative, isn't it?
76254R.
Yeah.
His
Okay.
name.
So it's the big
Base.
fatty.
Big, thick one.
Psychedelic, yeah.
So how is Drew 8 feet tall? I'm not 8 feet tall. Okay. I am tall, but not 8 feet tall.
Drew's a tall. It's annoying. I was a pretty tall. I consider myself a tall person.
Yeah.
And then after consistently working with Drew, I'm just not that tall.
Yeah. You know, when I moved across the country to work here, the first thing that the then leader said to me was, you know what? You're way taller than me, and I don't like you for that.
And that's how you knew that
Yeah.
relationship was going to go.
I knew where it was
Yeah.
going. You know, and before I even moved out here, my wife's like, you need to make sure to tame it down, not let the foal Drew out until you're pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get cozy. Well, here I am. Nate, welcome to OG status.
Wow.
That's where it's at. That's where it is at.
He's got
man.
this little
Bow.
prepubescent badge. You just stick around and you'll get a better badge as time goes on. But Drew, how tall are you? Just for the people, the viewers at home.
6'6".
He's
6'6". Yeah, and I'm still relatively skinny looking, even though I'm 250 pounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still, pretty. People would call me lanky. I am 250. Around. You know what? Who? My brother was 6'9".
You've told me stories about your aunt of a brother.
Yeah, and my entire family. I'm like the shortest one on the men's side of my dad.
Well, you're Luxembourgian, right?
I am Luxembourgian. You know what I mean? We get after it.
That's going to be an amazing shoot when you go to Luxembourg. Where you're like blockchain.
I'm going.
The basement of Luxembourg.
I'm going. That's bull market activity. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Matthew, Letrace, Dirty Dan, Crypto Glassworks, Nate, everybody. Now, one of the juiciest things that I found when I, was looking at all the different news from today and all these different indicators, these people drawing their little spider line shore. But I found something very interesting Taco brought to my attention this morning. It's from Cole Garner. Cole Garner's take introducing the Tether Ratio channel. Apparently a pretty good buy signal, signaling now. The reason why I find this interesting is because just the ebbs and flows of it. When you have low points on this Tether channel, these, pretty historically and accurately show strong upsides to the market. You can see this small dip right here, which led to even more upside there. This is pretty interesting. And then you get to the real blow off tops. It cools back down and essentially shows you those buy zones once it comes down to the lows. Just a very, very new kind of nuanced take at Bitcoin markets at large. I know it's been kind of difficult for a lot of people that use, traditional fibs or, other types of mechanisms that we use in crypto to figure out where the hell the price is going. The game has since changed drastically, in my opinion, from the Bitcoin ETFs, kind of throwing a lot of those true and tried indicators off. But the Tether Ratio showing some pretty spot on history in its past. Pretty cool to see. Trump going for that crypto vote. Yes, Web3 in me indeed. Very, very, now we have 2 out of the 3 presidential contenders for the United States, seemingly very pro crypto. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that Biden even has a chance, but he did win.
Oh, dude, Biden has the best chance.
You think so?
You know why?
Well, I know why, but it's like, they can't keep getting away with this, man.
They can and they will until we rise up.
Another 4 years would be nuts.
It would
another
be
4 years of this.
It would be the rapid. Everyone's saying that just like there's this kind of like undercurrent, right? That there's going to be a civil war here.
Yeah. Well, you said Maxine Waters warning that we're up in the hills training for.
Yeah. There's the polling on both sides of the political spectrum. Everyone is kind of expecting there to be a, boogaloo of sorts here in the next 10 years.
Okay,
allegedly in the next 10 years. If Biden gets another 4 years, it is during his term. During his second term is when it's going to pop off.
Dude, I don't see how it's even possible.
The sooner the better. Let's just get it over with.
I want to fight.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to fight, but it's got to be over because this is untenable. There are Gen Z, liberal, SSRI infused incels all over TikTok complaining about how they cannot exist anymore.
Yeah, they
cannot make ends meet anymore. They cannot talk to women anymore. And then there's women who their ovaries are drying up over and over again, like by orders of magnitude. Every month they're on this poisonous birth control, wondering out loud, crying out loud that why aren't they super happy being a girl boss? Well, it's because being a girl boss fucking sucks, bro.
Yeah.
Okay? Like it is hot ass, and not in the good way. I'm not talking about Christina Aguilera. I'm talking about Lizzo. To live that kind of life and just what do you do? Would you trade it in your ability to make a family and forge community relationships just so you could fucking make $58,000 a year and make PowerPoints for a corporation that doesn't give a shit about you and will fire you in order to improve shareholder value? I'm sorry. This isn't not. You're not in the capitalist system. I'm preaching right now.
No, I like
sad.
it.
No,
You're not a
it's good.
capitalist system anymore. It has been capitalist since 1913. If you're blaming capitalism, you're blaming the wrong thing.
I
Blame
have
yourself.
one thing to add.
Sorry, Hannah.
They hand out birth control to like 14, 15-year-old girls like candy. Like if they
Yes.
come to the doctor with any problem, they're like, oh, here. Like it'll regulate your hormones. It'll fix you.
Well,
and
what
it's
can
like
go
nobody.
wrong?
They tell you nothing.
What
Just
can
letting
go
you know.
wrong? He altered
Like-
literal human operation.
And
Just adding
I've
to
seen
that.
it time and time and time. There's a huge body of evidence now showing, guys, this is a crypto show, I promise, but I'm going to be down here in a second.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a huge body of evidence showing that long-term birth control use is very bad for the female body.
And
Also,
it's weird that they give it out like it's candy.
No, it's like pets.
yeah. Also, when a woman is on birth control, it's basically telling a woman's body, hey, you're pregnant all the time. So when
No,
your
you
body,
don't even ovulate.
well, you don't ovulate, and it changes who you are attracted to.
Whoa.
Because women, when they are pregnant, they want a nice, cozy, non-threatening man. But when women are off birth control, they want masculine protectors. Now, as soon as women come off of it, and I have seen this, I'm not saying firsthand, but I've seen this happen in my friend group over the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Women in their mid 30s or whatever come off of birth control, and they like within months despise their husband because they met their husband when they are on birth control. And there has been a wave of divorces in my friend and families of women who come off of birth control and 6 months later go insane and nuke their family. This is like becoming a big trend.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot to go
there's
into
a lot
this.
to unpack
Wow,
here.
this
What
is
does
a
it have to
lot.
do with crypto?
Wow.
Self-sovereignty.
Self-sovereignty.
Do your own research.
DYOR. Sorry.
And,
Okay,
you know,
I'm done.
I mean, there's a lot of shit that Biden's doing. I mean, we're talking about the human aspect. On the crypto aspect, I have quite a stack of news to get into about some of Biden's weaponization of all of these three-letter agencies, primarily in crypto, though mostly focused on what he's doing with the SEC. And Autism Capital, shout out to them for coming out with this,
Wow.
reminding people that Biden administration is truly weaponizing the Fed, IRS, DOJ, SEC, and FinCEN. They hate you and want you to die. Statement from the administration policy on congressional disapproval of Staff Accounting Bulletin number 121 issued by the SEC. The administration strongly opposes the passage of HJ Resolution 109, which would disrupt the SEC's work to protect investors in crypto asset markets, right? They're doing a whole hell of a lot of protecting us. They're protecting us literally to death at the safeguard of a broader financial system. Oh my, dearie my. Don't want to dare make things an even playing field for the 7-8 billion other people that are on the planet to protect 360 million, right? That's not reasonable to even that playing field at all. The HJ Resolution 109 would invalidate SEC's Accounting Bulletin 121 SOB. This is the SOB rule that Tom Emmer was talking about yesterday, which reflects the consideration the SEC staff views regarding accounting obligations of certain firms that safeguard crypto assets. So there is a whole word salad going on right there, but essentially Gary has been ran through the absolute ringer. This is another highlight about how he's talking about crypto not having disclosures. He knows he's lying. Crypto is built upon transparency and disclosure. So the entire idea that he tries to just get that ounce of thought that this is some secret cesspool of Lazarus money and North Korean terrorist money, and you're a terrorist if you partake in crypto, is going to come back and hit him in the face once we actually have a body within the government that understands what the hell crypto really is. I think it's insular. You have some congressional, some Senate that understand crypto, but they don't have a board. They don't have a body that's actually putting this all together for them. No bodies.
Hide the bodies.
Hide the bodies. And then they continuously put out insane things like this. The Blockchain Integrity Act, banning mixers defined as a service designed to conceal counterparties of digital asset transactions.
They're not allowed to do that.
I know.
We have a
100
reasonable
grand?
I know.
expectation of privacy, you freaking fascists.
I know, dude. And that's why I'm a constitutionalist, right? Like, if you have a baseline of just a constitutional outlook on what, your viewpoints of politics or these different things put in front of you, it helps you kind of keep centered and not emotionally lean to one or the other. The fine for interacting with mixed coins is $100,000. Privacy coins defined the same as Mixer's Monero. So we'll, under this, Monero would likely be defined as a mixer. Will be examined
Who's doing
separately.
this?
Anybody else or only Monero?
I mean, there's many.
Zcash and
There's
There's
many.
a ton of
This
privacy.
This is Congress. I mean, these are
Pirate
members of Congress that are trying to put
who
this
put
forth.
this forth?
Let's go here. Let's go into the actual bill.
It says who's sponsoring them.
Where is that?
Should say at the bottom. It would be at the very bottom.
Okay, let's go.
So wait, privacy coins are going to be like illegal?
Oh, they don't have the.
$100,000.
They don't have the exact person on here.
Yeah, so you can, if you go on Ballotpedia,
Okay.
we don't have to do that live on the show, but
All right.
Ballotopedia is your friend when it comes to researching this kind of stuff. But they will tell you who sponsored this bill.
Original member. I want to see. We need to find out who's behind this.
Yeah.
Mr. Caston. Mr. Caston. Let's
All
see
right.
here. Mr. Caston, Congress. Let's see. I want to find out who this is. He's probably a total
Social-
loser. Sean Caston. There he is.
Oh, he's from Illinois.
I wonder if he's a
I already
Democrat.
I wonder if he's a Democrat or
Yeah,
not.
I don't know. I don't
Boy,
know.
he's got blue shit all over his page. So.
Climate action now.
There's the flags. No, go to the right. Look at the flags.
This is where your
Look at that troon. The troon beast.
the devil's in the details, folks.
How many? And there's literally someone. There's a lesbian with blue hair next to him. Right? Did she have blue hair, or is it like platinum white? I don't know.
I mean, you can't even talk.
I don't really care
This
that
guy's
much.
a communist. This
And
guy
he
is
knows
a
it.
communist.
Look how happy he is, just gallivanting around, trying to take away
constipated.
literally the only avenues of privacy we have available to us.
He probably hosts Drag Queen Story Hour at his house.
Oh, 100%.
So go
100%.
on Open Secrets and then type in this guy's last name.
All right.
So
all right.
Google Caston Open Secrets and
All right.
it'll tell you who backed him.
Let's go. Google Caston Open Secrets. Let's see here. This is fun.
I love
We're
this
getting to
live
the
research.
the
Dude,
guts
we're
of-
like,
'cause-
cancel this clothing company.
Well, and like that bill that he's trying to put forward, that is like a strike straight to the heart for constitutionalists because we
Yeah.
have a right to privacy.
Yeah, we do.
Why do they know everything about us and we know nothing about them?
about them.
Um,
There it is right there.
Let's
Campaign
see here.
finance.
No sense.
I wanted to get this. Meijin Shan 10101. DZ believes ICP will only reach $50. Tell us, man, what it is. Lol, you guys are becoming bearish on ICP. That is a hard no. I
Yeah.
am. ICP is my second biggest holding,
Whoa.
right behind Chainlink. So
Damn.
$0 Giro.
With the 5 men,
What a
Bows,
we
thank
are not
you.
deserving.
Let's
Thank you,
see.
Zero. I was looking at crypto bubbles today, and I saw ICP is like small, and I was thinking about buying it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's.
Is it a good time?
I
We'll
continually.
let's
buy
look
it.
up the chart here in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a minute.
Let's
So
get to
Sean
Can you take our
Caston.
block away, Owen?
Let's
so
see here.
can
We got a
see the full page?
representative Democrat out of Illinois. We already established he definitely is a Democrat. Campaign funding. We got contributors. Here we go. Here we go.
The
Ah.
CME group.
Hey, all right. Lone Pine
Lone
Capital.
what
Pine
that's
Capital.
about.
Health stuff. J Street Pack.
The second biggest is securities and investment firms.
Mm-hmm. There it is. Okay. And the retirement industry looks like Democratic liberal.
That's a whole.
Total raise. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this guy, he hates you. You know, he really dislikes you.
Yeah.
And we should, if you live in Illinois, you should be flipping some telephone. I'm explaining this in a digital way.
Yeah.
Call in and just upend. it.
Express
You know what I mean?
your say. If Sean does not repeal this, I'm voting for his opponent.
Yeah.
And then we should find who his opponent is, and we should get him on the show. I'm actually going to Google that right
You
now.
should find that right
Hey,
now.
whoever's running against Sean Caston,
Yeah.
you've got our vote.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this guy he hates your ability to privacy, and that's an easy determinant for me on if I can agree or disagree with someone in Congress. Seeing them put these types of attempts forward, absolutely disgusting. This country is falling at record pace. And if we do have to spend another 4 years with these jackasses behind the levers, we will likely go off the cliff in this out of control minivan driven by a desperate geriatric. So here's U.S. Congressman Patrick McKenry also giving his speech supporting the overturning of the SAB 21 rule. He's standing up with Emmer, as I did expect he would. He is a Republican out of North Carolina, Patrick McKenry, also arguing that banks should be able to custody spot Bitcoin ETFs, which, you know what? Is it really into stopping it? Because while this is going on, you have MasterCard and top banks testing the ledger for tokenized settlements. You have Ondo working directly with Blackrock on the movement of tokenized assets. You have Chainlink working with Swift, the literal world way of turning money across nation states, working with Chainlink all at the same time. MasterCard, JP Morgan, and some of the other top banks in the U.S. are testing ledger technology for tokenized asset settlement. Indeed, the tests are set to simulate U.S. dollar transactions, according to Bloomberg reports. This is their little tweet about it, but these banks, some of the biggest banks in the U.S., announced the partnership to test shared ledger for the settlements of these assets. And the fruition of this technology, yada, 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 plethora of systems. We all know that they're actually plugging this system in right behind our backs as they arbitrage and scare everyone out of the markets on the front end with these scary congressional bills, with movements from the SEC that are not congressionally approved. All of that concocted together while they're working in the background as the Phantom of the Opera, connecting to the system and leaving you in the dark. So while we're in this time frame of people not paying attention, Bitcoin sitting here ranging, and people say this, the attention's gone. We actually need to see the Bitcoin search graph. So Google Trends, because I have a feeling that this thing has fallen back down. Let's go to trending Bitcoin. I bet you that people have went back to sleep once the price has settled down here. Let's go to in the past 5 years. Let's see what that looks like. Yep, there it is. Nobody cares. Once again, headed back down. We had a moment of the ETFs, and we saw this parabolic spike in the interest. We thought, hey, maybe the actual bull market starting sooner than we thought.
Yep.
This is the kickoff of the super cycle.
Yeah.
And here we go.
That's
right
not
back
happening.
down to the gutter. So, but I love it. You know what I mean? It makes me feel more comfortable buying altcoins when no one's paying attention, because that's how I get to buy a tank as well as everything else I want. So,
We've got a ways to go.
yeah,
We
do.
have a ways to go in the cycle. I thought we were going for super cycle. It seemed really frothy, seemed really but the normies, they don't give two craps about crypto
Well,
right
I
now.
think you're talking about a super cycle, but the quickened time frame. I think that you're dead on that this will be looked at as a super cycle in 10, 20 years from now. When you're looking back at the charts, what we're going to be experiencing over the next few years time frame will be looked at as a super cycle, in my opinion. But the speeding up of that cycle was, thought of when we had the velocity to actually break over the previous all-time high before the halving. We'd never seen that really before. So there's a lot of questions brought up. There's a lot of moves to kind of analyze what happened when we did hit that previous all-time high price, $17,000 to $18,000. Pretty much the same action so far, just ranging and chopping, but that time frame broke out much, much sooner. So what do you got there? You found him?
Oh, I got it.
What'd you get?
All right. This swamp monster, Sean Caston, is he's the incumbent.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
he's been in since 2019.
Okay.
Nikki Conforti is running against him. She is the Republican.
Okay. Nikki Conforti.
Nikki Conforti, Illinois. And
Let's
let me
see
just as a housekeeping measure,
Mm.
we are Orange Party. It just so happens that the Republicans are aligning themselves as being pro crypto. But
Yeah.
when that changes, as will our allegiances.
Yeah.
But right now, Nikki Conforti is I don't even know what the polling is right now, but it doesn't matter.
I mean, that's a tough go to be a Republican in Illinois. Nonetheless,
So we'll
Chicago.
see.
We'll
We'll see. Go scroll up.
Yeah.
Let's see how we can get involved.
Let's see here.
Issues, contact, volunteer, donate. This may be a race that they're just they're putting up someone to see how well they do, and then they'll try again later.
Okay.
I don't know if they're putting a ton of money behind Nikki Conforti.
I have not heard of her at all.
Okay.
You
Well,
know
I
what
don't
I
even think
mean?
they've done any polling right now.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I haven't heard about Sean Caston either, but I'm going to reach out to Nikki Conforti and her people
You should.
because we don't like the Sean Caston guy, and Nikki needs to take a seat.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's how I view it. So it's good to see that. Now, Autism Capital read my mind overnight. I was sitting here. They apparently have the same weird feeling in their stomach that I do when it comes to the absolute overhaul and extreme popularity that this individual is likely to experience over the next 10 to 20 years.
Wait, is this random? Why is everybody saying
It
this
is.
right
I literally I did not know that this was being talked about. That was my thought and then I wake up to a bunch of memes made of Barron Trump.
The universe is weird.
Dude, it is like it's connected.
Weird.
Barron Trump entered the political arena as a Florida delegate at the GOP convention. This was reported by Inside Paper 16 hours ago. And under that, look at this. Just all of the memes are following. Here's how I felt yesterday. You know what I mean? Like looking at his face, and I couldn't explain it. Like it's just this gut feeling I
Javier
have.
Bardem was so great in that movie.
Dude, Dune 2 was absolutely incredible.
Loved it.
Absolutely incredible.
I've got to watch them and read them. I don't know.
You know,
I don't know anything
every time
about
I
it.
try to talk to BJ about Dune, he says, "Have you read it?" And I was like, "No." And then he knows that I haven't read it, and he still asks me every time I bring up something, "Have you read it?" I know I still have not read it, BJ. I don't plan to either. Baron Time Traveler, just so you understand the meaning point. He's got 46,000 votes in the primary. She's got 30,000 votes. Looks like C90FDW is looking at Caston versus Nikki. Looks like she's trailing behind. You'd expect that. Chicago, weird place.
Yeah, that is a Chicago district.
Yeah, weird place. They're fine with, just absolutely no rights to own weapons for people that follow laws. Meanwhile, looking out the street and seeing dead bodies strewn about from gang-related violence.
You saw how they took down ShotSpotter.
Did they really?
They took it down.
Shut the hell up. No,
They took it down, and everyone in Chicago is like, "Why did you do that?" And then the mayor's like, "Because it's racist."
No, bro.
I swear to God, that's what he said. He said, "ShotSpotter is racist." We're
Oh
taking it down."
my God. Imagine if a ShotSpotter was out in the hills where I live, man. They'd be going off like crazy though, too.
Yeah.
That spot we were at, I heard some shots on the way out of there. You know what I mean? A little bit far away from where we were.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
So here's Biden's EV plan falling on its face. $7.5 billion of our tax dollars has produced 7 electric vehicle charging stations. Awesome news, everyone. That comes out to $1 billion per station. Joe Biden's green agenda is scamming the American taxpayers. Imagine that. These are the negative order books, I will call them, that Blackrock got called out for by state attorney generals, but also, in my opinion, the EV, the ESG scam, I think really pissed off Larry Fink after he realized his books were going in the red.
Yeah.
You know, because it's about winning. When you're the asset manager of $10 trillion in assets or whatever it is, you got to come out winning.
But you know what, Drew?
What?
We need a Baron coin.
We do need,
A Baron coin?
yeah, I'm going to talk to the Trump guy. Trump guy's going to be on the 14th.
God.
Maga's coming on the show, by the way.
Oh my God. All right, hold on.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. There's going to be a MAGA subsidiary and it's going to be Baron.
I think I'm going to try to convince, I think the guy's name is Sean.
Okay.
I just DM'd him today. Hang on.
Oh my God. This is
I need a Baron
Sean,
coin.
the project leader for Magacoin, is coming on the show May 14th. Next week, we'll be on. We're going to talk to him here live. Do not miss it. But yeah, I want there to be MAGA staking and you get Baron.
Oh my God.
You get Baron coin.
Like, this is going to blow up.
I want
This is
Baron.
actually-
Baron would
We're
blow
not-
the fuck up.
Yeah, we do
Right
not
now.
have any token allocation for Magacoin. None of that stuff. It's not promoted. I just like them. They're good people.
Yeah.
They give away their, I think the gas fees or his tax, the tax on the coin when you make a trade, all that goes to charities, like honest to goodness charities.
Really?
Yeah, that help veterans. And
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So
I remember
anyways,
Jackie was talking about
my
that.
previous point was, joke's on us, Drew. We're the stupid ones. All it takes to just get in on this grift is you go and make an LLC and say you're a green company, and then you can get all these grants. What have we been screwing around with, Drew?
Dude, I mean, okay.
We could be a nonprofit. We give ourselves a income. We give, you know what comes out of your profits?
Okay, next.
Employee compensation.
Dude. I mean, me and my wife try to go, I mean, because we do care about the environment. My wife ran a sustainable fashion company. It's just so damn expensive to like.
Did she apply for a cheese ball green energy
we
grant?
did not.
Well,
We
then
did
that's
not.
why she screwed up, dude.
Oh,
Let's
my
do it
God.
again. Does she still have the LLC?
Yeah, but it's Colorado based, so I got to switch it out here to.
For what, $150 fee,
Yeah.
we can get in on the biggest grift of the century.
Oh my God. I
I'm
just
gonna
don't know
start an
about that.
ESG company this weekend.
See,
I
I'm like
swear to
sweating
God.
and I feel really weird now about like
do
getting
it.
in. I've turned down so many opportunities.
Do you want
with,
infinite money?
Wait,
All right,
actually,
chat.
can
do
we-
you want infinite money?
I wanted to talk to you.
Okay, we're all going to get in on
After
this.
the
We're all making a
stream.
green energy company. It's going to be my son on a bicycle generating power. Be
Oh
like, look,
my god,
look, it's green. Kids everywhere. We put them in Planet
dude!
Fitness.
Yes.
Oh my
No,
god!
maybe
You
so.
just you realize because I've turned down a handful of different blockchain companies that wanted to work with us, but they were like all about carbon footprints and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like automating the tracking of your audience's carbon footprint. I'm like, oh, that sounds like just a gem. Let me hop right on that. Thank
Yeah,
you
you-
so much.
You guys don't realize how much money we have passed up on because we morally do not align with the
Yeah,
project.
I mean, it's
We
about
could have had
morals,
we
too.
could have had Porsches by
I know it's
we've chosen to be poor.
That's the way it goes,
Choose
man.
poor.
You know, I'm not
Quit
poor.
And
being
you know what? No,
poor.
we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it the right way, though. We're gonna
Yeah.
make it a sustainable
Our
way.
way.
Our way. That's right.
Sustainable
I
energy.
did it my way.
If you fire this Mosin at the steel plate, it turns a turbine, and in turn, that is green energy.
dude, I mean, I've seen some perpetual energy wheels too. We could hook up to that bike, make it a little easier on them. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Now,
The
Trump
grift of the
token.
century.
Trump token is. I am so excited.
Yeah,
that
Magacoin.
when is that happening? Next week,
May 14th.
May 14th.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should make like a big placard to put it on Twitter. Be like, the
Yeah.
MAGA people are coming.
Yes, absolutely. We should. This is MAGA token.
Oh, baby.
Oh my
We'll make it like the
God.
British are coming.
The
Look
British
at
are
this.
coming.
The
Yes,
MAGA.
This
Yeah.
MAGA
are
token after Trump's speech where he said, I'm okay with crypto.
Yeah.
You know, and he didn't say much, but something to me, the look that Trump gave that young voter, he saw his victory in
the
that
pit
young,
viper
in the pit
behind
viper.
those pit viper shades.
Yes,
he saw the face of victory.
exactly. That's how I felt when he was looking at this kid. He's like, wait a minute. There's estimated, you know, at least 10, 20 million people, upwards
Yeah.
of 50 million people involved with crypto. And I could
Oh,
get
yeah.
those votes. He's going to get behind it. He's a capitalist to the extreme. And look at Trumpcoin. Now, it did fall back down, gave back to $5.20 recently. And literally since I've been starting the stream and getting everything together, it is back up to $6.50. This coin has no chill. Still looking for this thing to be able to tap that $20 level during the hotness of the election. Likely to happen, in my opinion. How's Mog doing? That kid in the Pit Vipers made me think of Mog. Trying out this test, Hannah. Pretty important spot right here for Mog.
Buy
Thoughts?
more. Buy more.
You're buying more?
I
You
would
still
buy
holding?
more. Yes.
Nice.
I
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. Another one that's been treating me good. I've been feeling good about it. VCAT. Still riding this bag. Not too shabby. Shaving off a little bit for the day, but I'm still like 2 or 3x up on this. So I'm going to let this one ride too. Still holding Tucker, Chad, Trump, Pepe derivative, all kinds of chaos in the background. But
Also holding Tucker.
you're still holding Tucker?
I was talking to you about, I don't know about this one, but Nubcat. Nubcat had a good presence
hell
on
is
Twitter.
Nubcat?
It's just NUB.
Nubcat?
Yep, right there.
Okay. Okay.
So this one had a Twitter account that was popping off, and then their account got suspended. So everybody's saying when their account comes back,
Really?
we'll see what happens. You know, if it comes back, hopefully it will. And then
Nubcat.
also Michi, MICHI.
Yeah, we saw Michi last week.
That's been everywhere.
Let's see here. Little Michi.
Kind of slowed down today, but like the past 3
Oh,
days,
yeah.
it's been everywhere on the timeline. So
Okay.
might be an entry point. I don't know. And then Cecil also, I think, might cook.
Cecil?
We'll see. CEZOL. I brought that up a long time ago, but no,
CEZOL.
just CZ.
Oh, CZOL?
Mm-hmm.
Sees
Okay.
all. Yeah, we saw
All
this.
right, let's see this thing. Well, you know, let's do a little health check.
Might
Let's see
cook
if they live.
soon. We'll see.
I'm
Oh,
seeing
wow.
how hard they work. This is not bad at all.
We'll see what happens. Don't
14
say I
mil.
didn't tell you.
Yeah, I mean, this is a 14 mil market cap.
That's
I like
pretty
a
healthy.
smaller.
Look at that. What's the liquidity?
42 or 420,000.
That's not that great.
I mean, it's not. You know, we've seen worse things work. You know, like Trump's liquidity was, you know, very questionable. I always got questions about that, but it never seemed to hurt anyone get in or out of the project. Did you guys watch the Tucker video with Rule Powell in it? As
Wait, is it
unexplained?
RuPaul or Raul Powell? Big
Oh,
difference.
I almost feel like I had to go searching for that.
No, it's not. Let's stay on track.
So, all right, fine. We'll stay on
Whoever
track.
likes that, Owen.
Yeah, where are we at? Tell me what the update is. What is it? You
Did
clicking
we ever
in?
look at ICP?
Oh yeah, let's look at it.
82 likes.
Oh, come
Folks,
on.
You're better than this.
Yeah, come on. We're giving you alpha.
Blunk 8,000x. What is this? Believes crypto? Get the fuck out of here.
Here's ICP. Let's see what we got going on. Everyone's freaking out because it's at $12. You know what? Everyone just needs to calm down. Be happy about how much time we have to stack ICP at $12. We got 5 members.
Wow, 5 members from Lottie Dottie.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Who we got?
Thank
We got
you.
JP No Morgan, Crypto Crabman, Tejano, Ellie Farnsworth, and Glow and Jelly picking up those. I love the new names. ICP, I'm insanely bullish on you guys. Now, on this thing, I'm looking for, I definitely think it's more than capable of hitting $150 a unit. But, if it actually pulls off rolling out this Web3 thing within this bull market, you're going to be looking at upwards of $500 a unit for it because it burns
You think it's gonna
ICP tokens.
Get back to its own previous all-time high that was
Not in this
manufactured by
cycle.
FTX?
No, not in this cycle. That was like $700 or something. When
It
did
came out
originally?
at like $700.
Yeah, and it was funny. Like I have an interesting history with ICP. Back last cycle, I had bought one single ICP token at $200. And I was like, man, this is gonna hold. I'm buying this knife. Kept cutting me. I bought 2 more when it hit $100, and then 4 more when it hit $50, and just got wrecked on that. Held those all the way through and decided, you know what? Fuck this. I still believe in this thing. And I bought a shitload more. I 100x'd my position at $3 a unit, and things have been going great since. So you can have conviction, you can have, your steadfastness, all of your beliefs that you have in the world, and people will sit there and fudge you and say you're an idiot. And then you can just absolutely hammer into things, 100x your position, and buy tanks with the profits and keep your families together. That's what you can do. I am still insanely bullish on ICP if anyone is curious. We're going to continue making ICP videos on the deep dives too, because they try to build out a lot of different SocialFi things. Like Hannah, you talk about SocialFi a lot. There's a lot of little test grounds happening on the ICP ecosystem that really aren't talked about yet, but people will see it come to fruition as AI needs more and more data playground. So with that being said, let's just keep in mind Blackrock is receiving Tornado Cash funds, forcing their metadata to now label BlackRock's $17 billion bag of Bitcoin as Tornado Cash recipient. What are you going to do about that, Gary? How are you going to handle that? This is the lovely chaos that we see in crypto. This is how you beat them at their own game, and I'm all about it. Now, Nick, this one's a weird one. Joseph Luben, Ethereum co-founder.
Dirtbag.
SEC, he's talking about the SEC appearing to have reclassified ETH as a security. Is this just him complaining because his inside baseball with the SEC didn't play out in the long term? Or is he earnestly upset and shocked that they would try to label ETH a security? What do you think? Because I think that Joe thought he bought his way in.
He did think, and now he's butthurt.
Yeah.
Because he kind of had his heart set on the ETH ETF.
Mm-hmm.
Like a gigabillionaire.
Yep, absolutely.
Which he already is, I think.
He just wants more. Isn't that kind of weird how people just want more and more and more and more?
Well, I think there's we all do. We all do in our own way. For some people it's money, for some people it's food, for some people it's sex, for some people it's leisure time and
or pizza.
Or pizza.
Yeah.
For me now it's MP5s.
MP5s.
And SP5s.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with Joe at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I trust him
understandable.
more than Gary.
His up and coming makes you not trust him. Now he's sitting here fighting the SEC. I don't really feel like he's like the XRP friend of or enemy of an enemy that I can align with.
I mean, Brad Garlinghouse is a dyed-in-the-wool TradFi guy, and he's doing everything he can to sustain his own business. I think Joe Luben is doing the same thing. Is he a friend of crypto? No. Is he a friend or is he an enemy of the SEC? Yes. So we should support Joe in that way, but Joe is not. I don't think he's like a trusted person.
Yeah. Okay.
Trust.
Yeah, I think about like what MetaMask tries to sell themselves as, like that mask you can wear on Web3. The thought of that is long gone. The inner workings of it
I thought
directly
MetaMask,
connected. What's that?
Wait, directly connected to what?
What? MetaMask is supposed to veil your identity on Web3. That's what it originally came out to do. Like you had the MetaMask. We're in the metaverse now, you guys. You gotta have a mask
It's your
on.
metaverse identity.
Yeah, and then now you just see them completely simping to the World Economic Forum, the Bank of International Settlements, and all these three-letter agencies in finance. They've taken away a lot of their, luster that I found intriguing about them last cycle.
Brother, how did nobody like? I just remember the first time I heard about MetaMask, I was like, why Meta? And then Facebook and Instagram changed to Meta like
It
later.
was the whole metaverse conversation. I was like, when we were in pandemic season,
Yeah, they were teaching us the prefix
Right.
also Meta. I don't know if you saw that kind of saw, but this before everything was Meta. They were having us study like the prefix Meta. Like,
they
what
pushed
the
it out during
hell?
the pandemic. They
It's
were
like,
like,
this is
you're
so
going to live
weird.
inside. We're going to lock you in for an undetermined amount of time. You're going to live online. It's going to be great. We're going to tag into it. And then all these
Psyop.
Web3 maxis, like I understand like being excited about a metaverse or something, if that's your thing, but just living inside and disconnecting from the world, that's not what I'm about. I'm about investing in things and buying a bunch of dirt and then playing in that dirt. And my arm is absolutely jacked off from
Phrasing.
yeah. I mean, I freaking
that was the way to put
I moved
it.
like
That
six.
was crazy.
I hurt my arm. Okay, like it was
Jacking off?
difficult. Michael Kilo, OG status. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Kiloch.
Yeah, Kiloch.
Kiloch. Okay. hang on, Drew.
All right, so
We-
FTX. The problem with the FTX, they
Yes.
said they were going to be paid back in full yesterday, and it comes out that they're actually going to be getting payments for what Bitcoin was at the lows of the markets.
course.
This is so brutal to people that got hosed by FTX. And beyond that, he used the funds that he stole from you to buy out the election that we currently are experiencing right now. The last 4 years of Biden have been helped and paid for with your own money, not just your tax money and the NSA and all these other three-letter agencies focusing in on your data, silencing your voice during the most important times of an election cycle. Not just that, but also his brother, Sam's brother, moving towards Pandemic 2.0 preparation and advertisement bandwidth. What a bunch of gifted membies. Shout out to you, Michael. Hooking them up. Marshall 3. I know, this is great. Steven got one, Black Ice. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Appreciate
Black
you.
Ice. I don't really trust Black Ice.
You don't? I've never. Oh God.
I don't
What'd
really
you
feel
say?
safe around
Black Ice is sketchy. In Colorado, like you would have high winds and a little bit of moisture in the air, and you're done for. Like you
Yeah.
can't see it. You know
I'm
what I
actually
mean?
making a reference to a Key and Peele skit, but
Oh my God, I can't watch them. He said he wouldn't hire white people.
Key or Peele?
I think it was.
Probably Key.
I think it was Key.
Yeah.
I think it was Key. I
Yeah,
stopped
well,
watching him after that.
Yeah, he does hire
Yeah.
white people. Owen, can you restart or reset the chat? Hit the little down blue arrow there.
Let's see.
Yeah. So Black Ice. That was a. By the way, we really messed up with this whole climate change thing. You know how many grants there are in Georgia alone that are active, looking to give away money? There are 48
What?
climate-related grants that are open and available, and one of them is for simply giving people better access to locally produced food.
Really?
So we could come up with some type of app. We could legitimately do this and not grift the government more than they are grifting us. Just come up with an app where we could just plug in local farmers and say, "Hey, do you want my food?" And people could say, "Yeah." Basically, make Craigslist for farmers.
Dude, this
markets.
is sounding extremely logical.
Let's just
yeah.
This
Let's-
is sounding
let's just-
very
We don't even have
logical.
to rip off the government. We can just like make a legitimate thing.
I mean, I like that angle.
Yeah. There's
I like
also
that.
grants. There's also 12
would
grants
be
in the state of Georgia for BIPOC. What does that stand for?
BIPOC? I have no idea what that is.
You know what it is. They're Gen
BIPOC
Z.
meaning. Hold on.
I know what the POC is, person of color.
Let me see here.
What is it? What's the B?
Oh, it's
Bi is
uh,
indigenous.
yeah.
No, here it
Biracial?
is. Oh, and
I
here
think
it
so.
is. Oh, you know what I mean. There you go.
I haven't heard of it.
Black
yet.
indigenous
Yeah, there you
and POC.
There it is.
So if you're a BIPOC or you're studying the BIPOCs,
Mhm.
you can get money for
Okay.
studying the BIPOCs.
Okay. Kind of weird.
Interesting.
Kind of weird.
I mean, look, I
Dude.
have extreme ADHD, so
Dude, but what you're bringing up, like, it's important to support your local economy. And, like, you can make your economies and your immediate surroundings much better if you're just pouring money into the local side.
this is a federal grant. I'm looking at it right here.
Dude, we need to make this happen.
I know. I
Because
love
we
it.
can build an app. We can do this.
I
Like,
know.
we live in Paulding
You're
County.
literally selling eggs. What if it's just like
Yes.
Drew's Eggs app?
And we only
Everyone's-
accept crypto.
What if it's Egg Swap?
Egg swap?
There's an egg coin
Hold
already.
on.
And
There
then
is
we
an
can
egg swap.
also do IVF.
Oh God!
IVF?
What the?
IBF.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
For a portion of the proceeds go to helping women do IVF.
Yes,
Oh
because
my
we're
God.
very passionate about both of those things.
Yeah.
And sustainability
But-
and crypto and decentralization.
But
I
you
think,
you won't need IVF if you get off birth control now.
Hey, there it is.
hey, there's non-hormonal birth.
People
There
coming in
is.
here
It's on
attacking
an
your
IUD, fellas. Get your girls an IUD
Oh my
for
God.
Christmas this year. It's
Only the non-hormonal one. The doctors aren't gonna like it. Let me know. Just let you know.
It's the copper IUD. I could say if you want to improve your relationship 10x, get your girl that copper IUD, bro. I'm telling you,
Jesus Christ.
you will reap massive rewards.
Okay.
I'm still stuck on the app. I think your app idea is actually a really good idea. This is a really good idea.
I think it's actually legitimate.
Yeah, this we can actually make the farmers Craigslist on an app and actually do pretty good. Now, just a quick update on all the things happening in DeFi this week from the DeFi Investor. Eigenlayer announced an additional 100 Eigen airdrop for all its early users, as they promised last week, worth $900. Pretty awesome there. Arbitrum unveiled injectives in EVM integration with Arbitrum Orbit. Jupiter starting to allow trading assets that aren't native on Solana. We covered that when it happened, but very, very cool to see and extremely bullish for Jupiter.
Yep.
Velodrome initiating a superchain beta, starting to expand most popular OP stack L2s. And Mode. This is a new one that I'm noticing. This had a very, very quick rise in TVL over its first 6 months. I think it's at like 171 million or something like that. But Mode L2, something that popped up on my radar to definitely watch. It's not as immense as Eigenlayer. I can say that just from looking at it through the forest of the trees, but there might be some real good upside left in this one yet for sure. Friend Tech launching its Friend token on Friend V2.
Oh, GMX V2.
Oh, we got
Bro,
oh, yeah.
GMX.
That's a pretty big deal.
That's DeFi leverage trading.
Okay.
So if you want to be a real degenerate and make a lot of money in DeFi, now that it's integrated, it's basically been Arbitrum and I think Avalanche for the longest time. With Solana now, that is very bullish. I just picked up a bag of GMX
Did you
a
really?
month ago. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
Well, and I thought of
Bob.
something to do. I am farming points on Debridge. This is a bridge that I like to use. It's very, very interoperable. And me and Taco came up with a scheme. So every day, me and Taco eat either fajitas or pizza or hamburgers. And
this is true.
either one of us is paying the other person every day using Debridge. We're gathering points. And I'm going to use these points for a potential airdrop. I do think Debridge is actually going to do an airdrop. They give quite a few points for organic transactions. Utilizing the bridge, it works very fast. I liked it. It got me out of a tight spot, avoiding a lot of gas fees once upon a time, and I never looked back. So I am using it. This guy talking about can do the next shiv. You're going to have to send me the right contract address for that one. That's brand new can do. Get your bag and join the pack. A lot of people
don't have
got
that.
attacked by can do people.
We don't have that coin. We do not recommend that coin in any way.
Yeah, I mean, I need to actually look at it before I
Can
bring
we
it up
ban
there.
that in the chat? Mods, can you get the can do shit out of here? Thanks.
We can do that. What else do we got here? This guy protecting his Gummy token with a handprint of his hamster. So he's designed his security. He's upped his security levels by using the handprint of his hamster.
Bro.
What happens if that hamster dies?
Well,
Yeah.
then
you
you're
just cut
dusted.
off his hands?
But Gummy the price action of Gummy will not last longer than this gerbil will be alive.
Fair
Damn,
enough.
is this the top segment?
Is this the top signal? Where's Gummy at right now? We got to see on this. I mean, it had hats off on it not rugging immediately. It's still alive. It's at 11 cents right now. Not bad. Still alive. Holy hell. Gummy's still moving.
Airdrop V2 win?
V2 for Gummy?
Mhm.
I have no idea. Are
Yep.
they coming out with a V2?
Yep.
Already? It's been like 4 days.
Airdrop season 2 accumulate points for
Oh,
using
oh yeah,
banter
the
bubbles.
airdrop. Yep, absolutely. I am trying to farm those airdrops, Hannah. Yesterday and the day before, me and like everybody in the chat was experiencing the bubbles, banter bubbles. We just leave this thing up and collect points for just being really on the website. You really don't have to do much. Just connect your wallet, sign in to earn here, and it's just a Bubbles website, basically the same as Crypto Bubbles, but Look at this. I mean, this is actually almost a bullish sign at how little this thing is working. It is being overloaded with users. It will not even load right now. You kind of got to redo it over and over again.
Pretty
But
bullish.
the first airdrop dropped me like $400, $500 worth of Gummy. And, that's it's not horrible to get free money, free airdrops.
Nope.
It feels good. You know
What
what,
is
I mean?
the CHF currency that we are being dropped right now? Is this like Czechoslovakian?
CHF? I don't know. Yeah. Where are you from there, Crypto? His name is Crypto.
His just name is Yeah, this is do not
Nick,
buy.
What in the hell is this Apple iPad Pro commercial?
Okay, we need to watch this. No, there will be no introduction to it. We should just watch it.
Okay.
And then I want to get your input and tell you why people are talking about
All
that.
right, here we go.
How did that ad make you feel?
It made me feel as though, we try to automate everything, all of these inventions that took hundreds, if not thousands of years to come up with as a society. We try to package it inside a tiny little iPad that we can break and lose everything all in one spot.
Yeah, so the general vibe from this Apple ad is they've put things in a crusher that almost everyone here would say they've derived enjoyment from in some way.
Mhm.
Sculptures, paint,
A guitar. What the hell are they destroying the guitar
a retro
for?
video game. And they're like all destroying it into this compact digital thing.
And how is an iPad going to replace? Look at the cameras. Man, these are nice cameras they're squishing here. Like,
yeah.
The
Like,
iPad's not going to replace these
the
things.
lenses and everything. And everyone's like, this is so tone deaf. No one wants, like, the idea of destroying all of this beautiful analog good times
Right.
is just very disheartening. And why would you make this into a commercial? Yes, the whole like crushing objects thing is a thing on TikTok, but the way how this got through all the levels of Apple's creative, which are the best in the
I know.
world.
They probably get paid a lot of money.
They got paid millions
Look
of
at-
dollars for
what
this idea to where you're like, ew, I hate the iPad now. All I want to do is sit with a friend and play chess
Yeah.
or
to
be-
feel the
to feel the stuff instead of this like cold hard slab of Silicon Valley.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It's just everyone on the internet's like, actually, this makes me feel icky and yucky.
Yeah,
And
this is
destroying a
awful.
clay sculpture. Oh yeah, because dicking around on an iPad for 2 hours is way better for you than, I don't know, sculpting.
Yeah, and the tone. You don't get like an iPad playing a metronome. This is not the same tone.
You
It's-
cannot drink your milk out of your iPad, or you cannot eat cereal out of an iPad.
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
Exactly.
You gotta
You can't
live.
feel the
dog.
Touching a
textures.
piano.
That's nuts.
The piano, but you don't get the textures of the art. Like they're trying to automate the drawing pad with that new Apple Pen too. That thing looks retarded. You know what I mean? Like it's
Retardio.
art. It's just
Retardio, yeah, buy
Retardio.
Retardio right now. But yeah, it's a very crazy ad. People hate it because they're like, I actually love my analog life. I don't want everything digital. But Apple's like, don't you want this thin iPad, plebe?
God damn it! You saw me this right before. The reason why we were late for the show
Yeah.
is because the
this
iPads
stupid-ass
break.
iPad doesn't work.
They break all the time. Like, and I hate this. I mean, I use it because it looks cool or whatever. They think I should. These new computers, the tiny little zoom in things and
Hate
all
it.
these things they try to condense and make smaller, they drive me absolutely nuts. I think
Apple
that
has simplified our lives a lot, I will say, and the technology's gotten so much better over the years.
For the
They're
detriment
too
of society.
Damn big. They're too
to the
damn big.
detriment of all
Yeah.
society.
yeah, because like you can apply the same thing to architecture.
Yeah,
And like
oh, don't even get me
yeah,
started.
because that
on
architecture used to make you feel something. You know what I mean? You got like an
Yes.
emotion overcome you when you go into a historically designed, nice building with extreme architecture. Now we have these cookie cutter little grayish,
Every
black
Wendy's
and
looks
gray.
like every McDonald's looks like every Burger King.
you feel like you're a
because
robot.
it's the same LLC of builders that makes all of these restaurants. They have no character. It's just a punishing.
They're like, ha ha, plebs.
Like
You're gonna eat
consume-
this.
Consume the mass-produced food, you idiot. Here. Open.
They make it like uncomfortable. They make
Yeah.
the seats purposely uncomfortable
communist.
so that you get out fast.
They
right?
hate
Like,
you.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Your local fast
Conclusion.
food hates you as well as Joe Biden. So I feel like we're regressing pretty hard as a society. And like we think
We
we're
are.
doing something amazing by automating
We're not.
everything, keeping everything connected. Like there's a lot of value in analog society, man. Like you're able to physically reset things. You don't get lock screens or, what I mean?
Yep.
What if we try to put all of our defibrillators on Wi-Fi and it's not working. What if-
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why do I have a Wi-Fi enabled dishwasher? I
Right.
don't need that in any way.
Right.
I don't have any Siri in my house, or I don't have any Alexa. I don't have Google Home. I don't have a smart thermostat. My thermostat is dumb as hell, and it takes a 9-volt battery.
Yeah.
And I will never. You will take my non-wired thermostat from my cold dead hands. I'll never do that.
Like, it's really, I was getting into this too, watch repair. Like,
Oh yeah.
being able to, like, you know, they say that the iPad replaces watches because it has a digital watch on it.
False.
Like, this, it doesn't make, listen,
Yeah.
you know?
See
Can
this?
you hear that?
He's got a really nice. Is yours a Casio?
It's a 511. You can't get that anywhere.
511. Mine is the Casio. Mine is the cockroach of watches. This thing literally is $7. This watch is $7. It will never break.
Run it over.
Peak male performance. It is the Casio F91W. I also have one in metal, and I used to have one in gold.
Really?
It was fake gold though.
Okay.
Just painted gold.
Okay. Owen is a watch maxi. He might show off. I mean,
Owen,
he scoffed at my watch.
Do you covet
He
my
scoffed
Casio F91W?
You should be jealous.
See? He
Owen.
nods yes.
He is very
this
jealous.
goes well with a suit.
But yeah, it just, you know, as we try to condense everything, to modify everything, just don't lose that touch with, you know, tradition. You know what I mean? Like, there is value in analog life. I think you said it best, you know, losing that analog connection.
So Jacob Bake says, it tells me when clothes are done and sends me a message. You know what also will tell you when your clothes are done? When they're done.
Oh my God.
When you go to the dryer and they are dry, the clothes are done. How is it improving your life to get a text message on your way home? Hey, your clothes are dry. Oh, no shit, Sherlock, because I'm going to check the fucking dryer.
I like the smart cameras, though. I take advantage of those.
No, hell no. But yeah, you're basically a peeping Tom for the CIA.
Well-
You've given the CIA a backdoor into Drew's house. Drew,
They're
You messed
in
up.
the woods.
You messed up, Drew.
They're in the woods. This is my surveillance
we have
system.
trail
you
cams?
know?
I'm talking about like a Ring doorbell.
No, I put them in the woods, though.
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah. I mean, they're on trees. You know what I
take
mean?
it back. Reverse the
I
footage.
love having it's annoying sometimes. That's why the notification kept going
I know.
off.
we
Did you
know
see your
that.
super chat?
No, what was that?
He said, "Hey, Drew, Braxton Harris, I believe Braxton." Yep, there we go. What up, Drew? My favorite Democrat. Any thoughts on the staccato C2? Shoots like
Staccato
butter.
C2. No, I have not shot one.
Staccato is badass.
Staccato's badass. I haven't
Owen
shot
says
one yet.
Staccato is badass.
I'll
is
look
this?
at it.
Can you pull it up
Yeah,
on,
let's
on
look
the
at it.
internets?
I wanna-
We got to end the show. It's 3:05. Oh, it's a
Staccato.
pist. If it's
I don't know
unless
what the
it's
seats
unless it's a
If it's a Glock, I'm out. No, I'm just kidding.
you have two
Staccato's a
Glocks.
brand.
All right,
Staccato's a brand.
let's go in here. Holy shit, $2,500. What
Who
the
that? What the hell do they think they are? Optics
okay.
ready? I hope so.
You better come with optics, bro.
What is it?
I mean,
9
it looks
millimeter?
good.
It's
I mean,
got a vented
Doesn't come with
slide.
Owen? Why? What's the deal with this? Why is this one?
It's just a 1911 knockoff, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a mini night. This looks more like a SIG. This is like a 365
with
SIG.
with a reverse American. This is dumb.
I mean, I could get like
This is
4,
stupid.
5 SIG 365s for the same price that probably operate pretty similarly.
If I'm going to spend $2,500 on a gun, it better shoot a very unique ammunition
Instead
that
of
it's
9
like,
millimeter.
Or have the slap.
or have the slap.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's-
yeah. At that point, I might as well buy like a HK, like a USP.
Yeah, I mean, staccato. See, you know,
Where is this made?
dude, I understand. There's all these guns.
Communist
I just don't mess with them. I'm such a Glock maxi.
It's a 9mm 1911.
It's
That's
top notch.
Dual
Not
stack
your gun.
911.
Not your gun, guys. Lol. You know, I don't think that that's too impressive to me. I like the accuracy, how well I use the 1911 or the G19. Everyone talking about dual stack 1911s as well.
that sounds like
Everyone's trying to talk me off my maxi spot for the Glocks. It's never going to work. But with that being said, it's time to go work out. I appreciate every single one of you out in the chat. Nate, Shake and Bake, Braxton Harris with your maximalism of staccatos, Dirty Dan, CMG, and Nicole Tater and Scotty Mo, Two Bros Mining, and Just Jim. We will see you tomorrow in the morning. Hopefully some chaos happens on the crypto charts, and we can have some juicy stories about failures and massive wins. But until next time, I bid you adieu. Goodbye.